So we were saying without AI, it takes me perhaps 2 or 3 hours. With AI, it's just 1 hour. So welcome to a new episode of HubHype. This time I have my co-founder Falk von Rönn with me. Hello. So it's the first time he's recording such a HubHype, so he's a little bit nervous, but that's normal, I would say, when you do that the first time. I think today we are doing a little bit in a different style. We are not too much talking about HubSpot and what was coming out, etc. So we are currently in our company meeting. So we have 2 days of company meeting, and we yesterday really saw a lot of good stuff, what was happening in HubSpot. So they did a lot of improvement in marketing. They did a lot of improvement in sales and also in service. So the tool is really getting more and more enterprise ready. So a lot of functionalities which are coming out is in most of the cases for enterprise. But what personally impressed me most was we did a decision that we are going for Claude and Claude Teams. And what we did to prepare ourselves is we did a very simple exercise. So what we did is we said, okay, whenever you do something with AI, so mainly we were working with ChatGPT, we put it in an Excel sheet, and you presented yesterday the results, which are quite impressive. So maybe you can talk a little bit about it, how we did it, why we did go for Claude, etc. So maybe you can talk about a little bit about that one.
Yes, sure. So I mean, everyone is talking about AI right now. It's very obvious that you need to leverage these new tools, and that's why we decided to do a test period in which we want to examine these AI tools out there. So we looked at Claude, at ChatGPT, Copilot, some other AI tools, and we said we somehow want to make it measurable so that we as well can take approve and then in a good decision afterwards how to move forward. So that's why we said over a period of 3 months, we would test these tools and document what kind of use cases we were doing and what's the type statement. So we were saying without AI, it takes me perhaps 2 or 3 hours. With AI, it's just 1 hour. So that I can see what's the level that we can that we can take. And I mean the results were quite good. So we had a 2.6x improvement on time savings using AI tools. Main decision for Claude then in the end was that we as well want to build our own agents for our consulting team. And Claude is very mighty with the core work functionality and these kind of things. So that's why we decided in the end to go for Claude. And the results of Claude are really, really impressive compared to Copilot and ChatGPT.
Okay, cool. For me, it was really impressive how we did this. So we did this Excel spreadsheet over a period of 1 month. And I think it's really cool, since we are in the consulting business, to get help from an external source, so to say, because you do not have to reinvent the wheel all the time. You can reuse it. We are also going now in the direction of having a brain, so to say, where we put in all our consulting knowledge and then getting help out of Claude. So I think that's really, really powerful. And I think since we are consultants, we really thought about how to do this in a smooth way. So just using AI per se, maybe it's not good, or we really defined use cases how to do that. And what we can see in HubSpot as well, everywhere in the platform, you see AI now. So for sure, you have your Breeze. What was coming out is the data enrichment, which costs nothing at the moment, which is super cool. For sure, HubSpot is maybe expensive, but when you look at the overall functionality, it's really cheap is the wrong way, or wrong phrase, but I think it's worth doing that for that money, because you have your recordings, you have your note taker, you have your AI help, etc., etc. I was performing 2 workshops last week in Germany, and really, even when the customer is using already HubSpot, they are not using the AI. So I said, here you can get a summary. And I think moving forward, I would recommend to have a little bit of a library where you can have your prompts, standard prompts, also for the sales people. And that's amazing. So the next topic I want to discuss, because yesterday we saw a brilliant customer success story, really, about RAO. I still have problems to pronounce that. So answer engine optimization. That's correct, right? So, and that was really amazing. So for our customer, the customer said to us, let's go into that. So let's go to our blog posts and let's go to our knowledge base and then use the RAO functionality within HubSpot. And this, for me personally, was really amazing to see the results. I think we increased the mentions and citations by 300%. And we were not starting from zero. So there was something there already. And based on the work we did for the customer, they really improved about IAO. So what you can do now is you see all the prompts other people are getting in. So that's pretty cool. Then you see the citations, and for sure you get the recommendations. So what is your feeling about that? Is HubSpot going in the right direction? Are they doing, what would you wish as a customer to see a little bit more?
I mean, they're absolutely going into the right direction because this topic is quite new. All the companies still need to catch up with these kind of things. All the other CRM tools don't provide this natively, so they are really ahead of the competition from my point of view. So if you want to provide something with other CRM tools and customers, you would need other third-party tools to integrate. And that's what I really like, that they are building these really hot new topics into the platform so that you can immediately leverage it and really don't need to look for a new tool or something else that you need to
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's really amazing what you can do now. I think it's still in beta. It's not public available. It's still in beta. But what you can see at the moment already in the tool is for me mind blowing, really. So because when I see how fast you can get there, so I think we started. I said this before 6 months ago, because it's like SEO, right? So you have to. It's not you do something and you immediately see the results. It's really, it takes time because the engines, they have to see that, they have to calculate that, etc., etc. But anyway, that's really cool. What brings me to another topic really is still lead scoring. So the last week, again, I did 2 workshops, and lead scoring was one of the most important topics the customer wants to talk about. So first, sure, you have to have your ICPs right. But when you have your ICPs, then you really have to go in the direction of lead scoring. And it's still a big discussion. What is a good job role? What is a good industry? What is the branch you have to go for? And what we did now in our new product is something which is called a Thalox normalizer. So maybe since you're responsible for the product, maybe you can talk about this one a little bit. What is it doing? How is it complicated to set up? Just tell them.
Okay, so I mean, it's not just about scoring, it's as well about segmenting and having your data right. So you can only take good decisions if you have clean data. What we are seeing at nearly every of our customer is that they have messy properties with, I don't know, so it's a custom country field. You have values in the US, USA, so lots of different values for the same meaning. And this is where we brought a tool into the game that captures all these messy data and normalizes it. So it identifies all these US, USA, and all that stuff, and just cleans it down to one value so that you afterwards have a clean list of attributes so that you can use that in your scoring or for segmenting, because it's just one value and not several for the same meaning. So it makes your data more accurate so that you can take better decisions.
That's cool. And it's on top of HubSpot, right?
Yes.
So it's easy to install,
Yes.
just ready to go.
Yes.
Right. Okay, that's brilliant. I love it. Because for sure, since we are consultant, that's always an issue. So when you go to the customer and say, oh, let's talk about job roles, when you look into the data, you have sometimes 50,000 different values. So you have manager, manager X, manager Y, manager boop, boop, boop. And then what we are using for that is not Claude at the moment. Maybe this is something which is coming next. We are using ChatGPT. So So we are sending this to ChatGPT when I got it right, and then we get back the information in a normalized way. And for sure, we are not overwriting existing data. We are creating a new property in HubSpot and push it there. And over time, you can do it over and over again. And you have the possibility to also do that manually. So if you are not agreeing with the proposed value, you can do it by yourself. This is really brilliant. In combination with our segments, which we automatically can push, and the recommendations for the content, this is working quite well. So for sure, Thalox is the producer, so to say, for the product. So it's a little bit of advertisement, but I still can recommend to use it because it makes your life easier, I'm sure. Which brings me more or less to the last point, the ROI. So yesterday we saw that HubSpot is updating the campaign functionality itself. It's getting more and more deeper into really to analyze attributes, to attribute more assets into your campaign, to measure your ROI. So I'm in business since, I don't know, 25 years now, 28 years now, but ROI is really a little bit of a pain to to do that really, because I never saw a company which is doing this quite well. But I think they're going in the right direction to have at least 85% of the ROI in the system, so that you can say what is the lead cost. But what's your opinion about that ROI and how to measure that?
I mean, like you, I'm in the business since several years now, and I had as well projects where customers were asking us to do an ROI calculation upfront so that they can justify this invest and all these kind of things. It's, in my opinion, it can give a direction, but it will never be accurate, and it's as well guessing, because in the end, to say, okay, if we did it the other way, it would have costed more. So it's really difficult to do a good ROI calculation. Anyways, I think if you include that at least into the system where you can put costs behind it and then see what's the outcome, that this at least gives you a feeling how much money you're spending. Because I think most of the people are just living in the dark. So they're spending the money, and in the end, they don't know what they are spending, and they don't know their lead costs. So I think at least an indicator into what they need, what they are actually paying for a lead is a good KPI, so that they at least get an idea and see where they are going.
I agree. And the question of cost is really, what do you factor in? So is it the stand on the booth? Is it the booth itself? How do you deal with internal costs? Is this contributing, yes or no? Then at a lot of customers, I see there is no contact in the deal. So how would you associate something where the contact is not in there? So I would really start with a concept, and I would really sit down with the team and say, okay, this is what we want to have contributed as a cost or as an activity, counting into the ROI. Yeah, but that's basically it. So I think HubSpot is really improving in this thing, because before you have to copy all the assets, etc., etc. Now you can bring in one asset into multiple campaigns, which really can help you. On the other hand, it's getting a little bit more blurry then, because the question is, if you're running a nurture campaign or something like that, is it really contributing to this campaign? So you have to define the rules, and then you can set it up. Right. So, yeah, this was really interesting. So anything else you want to add to this episode?
Yeah, actually, I have a question.
Oh, hopefully I can answer that one.
So, I mean, we talked a lot about AI. AI is everywhere. And a lot of people are now already foreseeing the death of the SaaS applications. So what's your opinion about that?
I think SaaS is not going away at all. I think what the big vendors like Salesforce, HubSpot itself have to think about is, currently they have their seat-based pricing. So, and I think seat-based pricing is going away. So you see that already in HubSpot. They're now talking about tokens. I think moving forward in 1-2 years, we might see that the cost of a seat is going down, maybe zero, or at least to an affordable thing. Like you're paying for ChatGPT $19 or $20 or whatever for Claude as well. And I think you can buy a seat which is costing $20 or something in HubSpot or in Salesforce, or maybe as well in Marketo or Adobe Experience Manager or something like that. But then you have to pay tokens. I think it will not go away, the SaaS business. But what I think is that smaller companies are using AI to program their own use case specific modules, tools, and not using any longer a standard SaaS software, which is a big impact for the big players as well, from my opinion. But I think it will not go away completely. That's my opinion. I don't know. What's your opinion about that?
I'm struggling still. So one thing on the one hand side, if I look the capabilities, what I can just do with AI, building agents that are actually doing stuff for me, where I'm seeing I don't really need any longer such a big UI where I see all my lists and that stuff, because I can just ask my agent to bring up the new tasks. So that's one thing. So I think it must change somehow from the UI perspective. So these old lists and all that stuff will most probably disappear sometime. It will be more task driven. And those companies that are adapting, that are having SaaS out there, HubSpot is already going into that direction, but others will struggle and new ones will come up. I think they will not die completely, but they will. They have to change.
I agree.
Because you still need to store somehow your data structure, because AI can as well only work with data. So if you don't have data, how should AI know what to do? So exactly. And there will be still needs to have consolidated reports so that management can see where the company is going. So this will not go away. So you need to have this kind of data. But I think the way people are using software and that stuff will change, because it's more communicating with the system instead of going somewhere, putting data in and these kind of things.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of maybe they're going in the direction of a backbone, so to say, using the services which are available, because we as humans, I think we still need a kind of a railways, and this is maybe the future of the SaaS products we are using today. Just to give railways, what is about reporting, how many emails did I send out? Because I think the question will not change itself. The question is just how to present it. Yeah. So, and that's a good take. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching and listening to our HubHype episode. Next time, maybe again with Lisa. No, show with Lisa. And maybe with a new guest. I'm not sure if we plan something to have it next time or the time after next time. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.